So in this webinar that we're gonna have today, not only I'm gonna try to trade live because I got the robot like literally right here, but in addition, I want to make sure that we fully understand exactly how this new methodology of signals actually works at the time, recording this video, especially for those of you who are new and you probably, are not super fast in order to take my trades and so on. Well, the new method is going to be explained right now, and we can have a general idea as to what is it that we're supposed to be doing with the signals, with the screenshots, with all the things that you're going to be looking at on the screen during the next few days. If you have questions, literally right now in the live chat, people in the Binary Master app, this is the actual moment to ask those questions. Okay, I saw that there were people that were having some questions in regards to, should I take it immediately? What does entry point means and so on. Look, just to give you a general idea as to what this is, you already know that the BLW Binary Master app is an actual application. The signals actually came along like pretty much as an extra, but the actual Binary Master app, that's what it is. It's an app. It's an application that sends signals. That's what it does. One thing that you have to understand is that the application is an algorithm that it's sending signals automatically. Like it continues all day long, 24 hours a day, sending signals automatically. The problem is that it's a robot, all right? It's not a person. So it's not able to analyze certain things that probably myself, I'm able to analyze. Does that make sense? We need to actually be super smart when it comes to technology, robots, and so on. So the way it actually works is that it's actually sending signals just like this one right here. For instance, it's actually going to send a signal right here. It says new order USD JPY buy. This is a ticket number. This doesn't matter. I mean, if you want to, I can even remove it like literally right now. Hold on. I just removed it. So it's not going to send the ticket number. And even if it does, it doesn't really matter. It's just like a reference number for the robot. Then it says entry. Entry basically is a pricing that the trade is going to activate. Or it was activated in this case, because this is not Forex, this is binaries. It's telling you that the robot is taken as a reference, that price. If it says what says USD JPY, let me see what's the oldest one. AUD USD. All right, I'm OTC right now, but let me just go ahead and move to real markets. Payout is low right now. There was some news, but you gotta understand, right? AUD USD says that it was a sell or a put, and that the pricing was actually 0.66017 right here. This signal was actually sent around 5 minutes ago or something like that. I entered the OTC. No, right? It's the real one. All right. It was a sell position literally right here. This is where the sell position was actually sent. Probably this is not the best example because of the news, but you get the idea, right? This is the level where the trade got activated. That doesn't mean that's the level that you're supposed to enter. And if you don't enter there, it's the end of the world. No, it's just a reference number as to where the trade got activated. Then the maximum loss and the maximum win is just a matter of explaining you how much the robot is actually risking in that trade, so that you have a reference as to how much you should be risking as well. You already know that with binary, you can never make 100% of your investment. You can make up to 95%. I'm risking 2.28% per trade, and I'm risking right here, I'm willing to win 1.72%. This time it was a winner, and it shows what was the entry. Again, it's the exact same one right here, and how many pips it actually went into the correct direction. Like I said, this one doesn't really work much because of the news, but take a look at this one right here, USD JPY, and it says 5 points. Right here, the trade actually took 3 minutes, 49 seconds. Most of those trades actually take 5 minutes because that's the way I programmed it. That's exactly how it works. Now, what I'm going to do, first of all, I'm just going to close my Forex trades because I don't want you guys to be confused with this thing. I'm sorry that they keep on being sent on the binary group. I haven't been able to fix that. It's just a whole mixed up. All right, there you go. Here, I'm going to activate the bot, and I'm going to remove the ticket. There we go. All right, so literally right now we got a new signal on AUD USD. AUD USD sell. As you can see right now, it's literally dropping really, really hard. My biggest advice would be to enter at the best possible point. First of all, you're going to select an expiration of 5 minutes. And second of all, I would actually say, and there's a price difference, and I hope you know that. There's a price difference, 66018. There's a price difference between pocket and the rest, or MT4 in this specific case. You have to be aware of that. So just the pricing, like I said, is just a reference as to where the robot activated. By any chance somebody's wondering, I'm using IC Markets as my actual robot, as my actual MT4 platform. So therefore, doesn't matter exactly like what you use. If it's not IC Markets, probably is going to be a different price. Once you actually see the trade, the robot is just sending the signal based on an algorithm that I created based on a strategy, and all you got to do is just follow along. If it goes into the right direction, you make money. If not, you lose money. As simple as that. One thing that I always recommend you to do is to go into your indicators and add a moving average on the period of 50. Why is that? That way you can actually have an idea of the trend. And if it's a downtrend and it's a sell position, then you're good to go. If it's an uptrend and you're looking at a buy position, then I would actually look for, a better opportunity. Always go with the trend. That's my point. Okay. This one's it's actually being it's not being a good trade, as a matter of fact, because it's literally crossing right now the 50 SMA. But that's basically the way it works. It's actually pretty simple, right? People in the BLW Binary Master app, do you have questions in regards to this? This is the perfect time to ask questions. That way I can answer them live, and they can be recorded for, for other people. Questions. That's what I need. Questions. We've had a great recovery today. By the way, also another thing is that there are going to be some trades that are going to appear as red, which means lost, even though they're winners. Why? I'm trying to look for an example, but I've been changing all the things. But basically it's because the broker that I'm using, which is a Forex broker, right here you got the resolution. It's a loss, clearly a loss. So basically, whenever you actually see that there is a negative number, pips minus 0.335, whatever, it's clearly a loss. But there are going to be some trades where you're going to see 0.5, like in positive without the negative sign, or 5, or 3, and still it looks with this red circle. The reason why is because in the Forex, this is the demo account used just to send signals. In the Forex account, I lost money because of the commission. The commission on this demo account is super high. So for instance, if you place a trade right here and you say $50 is the profits and the commission is $75, if you win the trade, you're minus $25. That actually shows as a loss. Okay, my trade is still active and has some little time to expire, but overall the trade was a losing trade. Hopefully that is indeed making sense. And yeah, this is the time to ask questions while we wait for a brand new trade. Take advantage of this time. And by the way, the new signal will always say 3 to 5 minute expiration time, and the closing will say no more entries, which means you're not supposed to enter anymore. Shells asks the question, hi Chris, I'm new. Thanks for this opportunity. You're welcome. So once we receive a signal, all we need to do is enter with the trend and enter with a 5 minute expiration time. What about RSI and stochastic? Do we need to focus on that as well? Not necessarily. You don't have to if you want to. It always helps. But no, you only enter in the direction that the trade says, and only if the trend is the same. If the trend is downtrend and you get a call signal, don't enter. Only enter a put on a sell position and a sell signal. I need to work on that so that those trades actually get filtered, but I still haven't. So just bear with me. And you don't have to check the RSI, but it helps if you want to have a little bit more analysis. It happens that when I actually sit around and try to take some signals, it doesn't send. You want me to trade with the 30-second strategy instead, just so that we can have a few trades? I still have like 10 minutes. There is a grace period. Yes, you can even enter for like 3 minutes. If you miss like the right entry and the price keeps on moving in that direction, then you can actually, you know, use some moment. All right, AUD USD buy, it says. It looks like an uptrend. All right, I'm gonna risk it because we got to trade today. I'm okay with risking some money. The only problem that I see is the payout. What can we do? That's probably because of the news. When you get the signal, for instance, right now, and you don't want to enter immediately, or you can't enter immediately, then what you can do, it's wait for it to drop just a little more, and instead of entering 5 minutes, then you enter 3 minutes. Does that make sense? All right, the trade is not going into the right direction, but I guess you got the point. Right, you got the point. This is the way I'm going to be trading as well. Whenever I'm trading, I'm gonna let you guys know, and I'm gonna share my screen. Okay, today's Friday. I don't know. After the news, everything started to move very, very slowly, but now you got the tutorial as to how to use these signals. Hopefully next week we can have way more opportunity. This is not gonna send signals during the weekend, but yeah, if on the webinars we're not able to find that many trades like today, I'm not gonna risk it. It's Friday, but if by any chance we're not able to, then I'm gonna have my regular session with a 30-second strategy or something like that, so that we can still make money together. Sounds good? The rest of the day, you're gonna have automatic signals every single day, Monday to Friday. So hopefully you enjoyed the content of this video. I'll see you guys next week. Have a good weekend. So yeah, that's the invitation right there. You can join BLWBinaryMasterApp.com if by any chance you actually want to be part of these automated signals and these webinars. And yeah, next Monday we start making money together. Well, you're watching this probably on Monday or Sunday, but yeah, you're invited. Thank you very much for watching this video, people. Smash the like button as usual and be subscribed for more. And I'll see you on the next one. Have a good rest of your day. Peace.